Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.
Hey, Chef, we are now live. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Let's Talk show here on the UrbanCast. I'm Jack, and today we have a conversation that is truly speaks to the importance of civic engagement. At a time when trust in our institutions is being tested, it's critical for us to all understand that we should stay informed and ask questions and speak out about the issues that affects our community. We are honored this afternoon to have with us Parish Sheriff Mark Woods joining us today. He's here to discuss the recent federal indictments of four local area law enforcement officers and a local business owner in a multi-year visa fraud bribery scheme. This case has shaken public confidence, but also highlights the role of good law enforcement in our community is holding the bad actors accountable. As always, we encourage you to engage us with us throughout the program. Drop your questions and comments below, like, share the broadcast, and keep the conversation going in our community. With that, all of that said, Sheriff Mark Wood, how you doing today, sir?
Afternoon, Jack. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Sheriff. I tell you what, I've been busy the last couple of days just trying to keep up with the story and try to get them out accurate, man. I tell you that much. Yeah, I guess we want to go ahead and dive directly into everything, Sheriff Wood. And our first question I want to ask you is, when you first learned about this investigation involved current and former law enforcement officers in our region, what went through your mind at that time, sir?
Man, I disbelief at first. Some of the names that were thrown to me, I know. Some of them's friends. They're still friends.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard to believe, but it's been a long, very long investigation. And as it was unfolding, then it was easy to see that, there's truth to it. And, it just personally, it was touched. I was touched by it. But, Jack, it's like any business, any organization you're in, with police officers, business owners, soldiers, clergy. There's always going to be that small little number there that's for whatever gets in, does the wrong things, and as leaders or people that try to do the right thing, then you got to police your own, and that's disheartening.
Right. In the press conference, you mentioned that 99% of the law enforcement officers are good, but the bad apples do exist. How do you reinforce integrity and force and accountability within the sheriff department?
And yes. When you got over 500 employees, you're going to have issues. You're going to get complaints. We look at every complaint that we can. We have an investigation unit within the sheriff's office that I call upon to investigate these situations. Is there merit to it, or is there not merit to it? Do I move on with it? Like I say, that's the end of it, because there's nothing to it. And sometimes it weighs both ways. And but you have to do that. You have to have, integrity. Sometimes, Jack's about all you got. You know what I'm saying? Your name, and you don't want to lose it. I mean, it's easy to get on Facebook and create your fake names and rant and rave about this, that, and the other. And I'm elected official, so I'm open season. I get it. I get it. And there's folks out there that's not going to like me, and they never will. There's nothing I can do to change that. I understand that. But I'm still their sheriff, and I'm going to treat them the same as I would anybody else. So, that integrity is very important to me. It's
Hmm.
very important to my guys, and I stress to them, you treat the public with respect as long as they will let you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you and the Rapides Parish, the office, played a key role in assisting the federal agents during the investigations.
Sure.
What can you share about your office's operations and why it was important?
Yeah.
And I'm not asking you to tell me any operational stuff. Just in general.
Yeah. When we were reached out to, when they came to me probably months, close to a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and told me what was going on, and could we do this, that, and the other. I can't get into specifics
Mm-hmm.
because remember this, Jack. We live in a country is the
Mm-hmm.
greatest country in the world.
Uh-huh.
Even though you are accused or you're indicted,
Right.
that doesn't mean you're guilty.
That's right.
So, these gentlemen have not had their day in court.
Mm-hmm.
They've been indicted. They'll have their day in court, and then they will decide, a jury of their peers will decide whether they're guilty or not. But when they came to us, asked us for the assistance that they needed, we didn't hesitate. We jumped right in. Like you said, it goes back to that integrity. It broke my heart to hear some of the folks that they talked about. But I knew this was going to be a long investigation. That's the way the feds kind of work. They have that leisure to work long investigations, and they get their ducks in a row. But when they ask us that, could we assist them in certain ways? Of course we did, and they praised us for it. I thank them for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard when you have that many agencies that were involved in this and that many A-type personalities involved in this to hold it together because you're talking about the U.S. Attorney's Office, the FBI, Homeland Security, IRS. Now he made me nervous when I walked in the room. IRS, but anyway. But you had him, you had ICE,
Uh-huh.
state police, of course, us, and it's hard to hold that together, but they did,
Mm-hmm.
and it went smooth. And when I got the text yesterday morning, I knew that it was going to probably be happening around this time. But I got the text yesterday morning about, I don't know, 5:30, quarter to six, that it was happening. So that's when I kind of knew that, okay, that this thing was fixing to break loose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Some residents are concerned this case could reflect poorly on Central Louisiana law enforcement as a
Yeah.
whole. What do you say to reassure the public that their trust in law enforcement is not misplaced?
Well, it goes back to, like I said, about the 99%, point nine.
Mm-hmm.
Look, a good officer, black, white, yellow, pink, they get up, they go to work, they want to serve their public, their fellow person in the parish. They going to take care of business like they should. You
Mm-hmm.
just always going to have that, and when we run across it, even if it's just us, we going to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
I have arrested some of my own folks. I have fired some of my own folks, and if it merits that in the future, we will do the same. We're not going to hesitate. So I want the public to know that we take every complaint serious. We look at it. We get a lot of frivolous complaints. That's really nothing, no basis to them. But don't look. This thing does put a stain on us.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the aggravation that I get with it. But it's not everybody. It's that very, very tiny piece there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, law enforcement is going to police themselves just like they would anybody else. And actually, probably a little bit better, like you heard me say, we have to be held to that higher standard, you
Mm-hmm.
know, because that's what we do.
Yeah, Sheriff, the indictment mentioned hundreds of fraudulent U visa applications and substantial sum of money. Uh, how surprising was the scale of this operation to you? You
Man,
know,
I'm gonna tell you, Jack. This is not only gonna be here in our little community. This
right?
is probably gonna go as far northeast as Chicago, out east toward Alabama, and all over that. I mean, this was a pretty big deal.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be honest with you, Jack. I really didn't know anything about this type of visa
Uh-huh.
until they broke it to me when we met
Mm-hmm.
months ago and talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's I don't know who came up with this. Every law or whatever is, you got them people that's always looking to use it to benefit themselves,
That's right.
and it hurts the innocent people that it was meant to help, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And that's what happened here. You got some bad actors that came in and took a good law and turned it to help them, and probably helped some good people, but they did it the wrong way. And when they did this, like I said, I'd never even heard of this type of visa,
Mm-hmm.
but it's out there.
That's right.
And when they start seeing them types of crimes, and well, as you know, Rapides Parish is flagged as a dangerous place. This would add to
Mhm.
that theory. Okay, yeah, they got a lot of armed robberies and this, that, and the other. That was all fictitious. That wasn't even happening.
Right.
So that's another case and point that this type really hurt Rapides Parish.
Right. Because in this case, those things that they were doing was they were making up incidents.
Yeah, yeah, there was fictitious names, there were fictitious, and all that was going toward the stats of crime that the FBI keeps, and the data that they do, that where you see the data where they have, so all that would add to that to make us look like we're a very dangerous place.
Right. Given the fact that Sheriff, that some of the officers involved were elected, I think maybe some may have been appointed. How does this case highlight the need uh, for higher standards of transparency and oversight
Hmm.
in law enforcement at this point? Because as you just said, this is something that our federal partners are, you know, if we were doing it here, somebody else may be misusing this same type of transaction somewhere else. I mean, we are a small organization, so you
Sure.
know, what do you think about transparency in that?
Well, you have to have it, Jack, and there again, like I say, if with us, we have our own folks in here that I
Mhm,
call upon, our internal affairs, they call them, unit. And if
mhm,
I need them to investigate something for me to give me the facts, I get a complaint, I receive that complaint. Hey, I
mhm,
need you to look into this. Let me know, is there any merit to it, or is there anything to this? Do we move on, or do we get somebody else to look at it? So you have to have that. Now the problem is, a lot of these police chiefs, and there is not all of them. There's some appointed, but there's a lot of them. They run for that office and they're elected officials.
mhm,
Okay, even though they're indicted, they don't have to step down at this point.
mhm,
Okay,
mhm,
because they're again, they're not guilty yet. They were just accused of something. So that is really up to them to either stay or to ride it out, or resign, whatever they want to do. That is up to them. So the best you can do in situations like this, it's just like, okay, when you start seeing it got somebody's attention with all these armed robberies and different crimes happening in little communities like Forest Hill, Glenmore, Oakdale, that throws up red flags to somebody, and they're
mhm,
going to start looking into it. So I guess in a way there is somebody overlooking this. There's an
mhm,
oversight, as you say, of
mhm,
somebody looking at it. Just like me, I mean, people, they could turn me into whoever to have it looked into to whatever they think. But if is there any merit to it, or is there nothing there? So yeah, there is always some type of oversight to this, Jack. It may
mhm.
not be what people think it should be, but there it's there.
Yes, sir. Okay. What steps can the community expect from the sheriff's department now in the wake of this case strengthening public confidence. I mean, if what else can we see from the sheriff department? Because
Well, I could tell you this. We looked at all our reports,
uh-huh.
and there was none of these reports ran through the sheriff office that we're aware of. It was all through the small municipalities and other parishes and stuff. They were not here. That's one of the first things we checked.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my door is always open. Number one, you can come see me. Make an appointment if I make sure I'm here. But make an appointment. Come see me. The sheriff's office is going to continue doing what we're doing. We're like I said a while ago, we're going to treat the public with respect as long as they'll let us. I'm not going to let my guys go either way on that. Sometimes you got to look at each situation, Jack. A small thing to somebody, I mean, a big thing to somebody may be small to us.
Right.
So we have to watch ourselves sometimes and not get caught up in that situation. But we're going to continue to treat the people with respect and do the very best that we can to keep them safe. That's what we do, and that's what I'm talking about. That 99.9% of the police, that's what they want to do. We don't make a lot of money. My officers don't make a lot. They work a lot of their days off to
Mm-hmm.
make that money. But this gets in your blood. Helping somebody, putting bad guys in jail, they do that for a reason, and it's definitely not for the money. I'm gonna promise you.
I hear you. I hear you. Sheriff, this is something really is near and dear to us over here at UrbanCast, and we always are talking about civic engagement. Some people look at that as being political. We look at it as just being engaged in what's going on in our community. How important it is for citizens to remain engaged and hold elected officials accountable, including
Well, you should. You should. I
in
was
your
a pan. I was at a restaurant eating the other day,
yes, sir.
and I had a young man ask me because I listen to folks. I talk to people. I go places. I want to hear
Mm-hmm.
your complaints.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked me. He said, "Sheriff Wood, what do you think about all this shooting?"
Mm-hmm.
I said, I tell you what. I said, you get a minute, come over to my table and let's sit down and talk.
Mm-hmm.
And he did, and we sat down and talked. And he had just got out of jail not too long ago. I think he'd been down 7, 8 years, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him. I said, "What is the deal with these young kids shooting each other?" I mean, I just if I had a crystal ball that I could predict when this would happen, I would guarantee you I could stop every one of them. But it don't work like that, and I just don't get these. You know, all right, the guy that had the gun that killed somebody, his life's destroyed. He destroyed the life of the gentleman or lady that they killed. So there's two families that are ruined right there. They're done. They've lost their loved ones. It's just horrible. I don't know, Jack. Did this problem start? I know it didn't start overnight. So we're not going to fix it overnight. So, like to your point, we need to talk. We need to discuss. We need the families to be involved. I had a young lady come to me the other day. Her son got in trouble. There was a fight. His younger brother got into it. He called him. He goes over there with a gun. Never been in any trouble. He gets scared at the end. Realizes he tries to leave. The police contact him. They take him into custody for a weapon. Uh, what if he'd have pulled that weapon out and shot somebody? Um, I wish families would talk to their loved ones, their kinfolks, and tell them, look, they don't fight anymore, Jack. Nobody fights anymore. They first thing you do is whip out that gun, and they think that solves everything, and it does not. It's not like a video game that they play 20.
Look like Look like we have lost the sheriff there. It's kind of sort of like he's still in La La Land there, but hopefully we're going to remain here.
Back? Are we
Oh,
back?
there.
Are we back?
Oh, you're back.
Okay, yeah, somebody. Sorry, my bad. But it's not like a video game where you can hit reset
Mm-hmm.
and game over and you move on to the next game. Once you pull that trigger, you can't recall that bullet. It's gone,
That's right.
and it changes your life, their lives, and everybody's lives. So I wish people would talk to their loved ones and tell them, man, guys, is this worth it? Do you want to lose your life? Do you want to go to prison the rest of your life? Please, please, think
Mm-hmm.
about that. So we all need to be involved, not only elected officials, but community members and parents and families, cousins, anybody that if you see this person going down that wrong road, talk to them. Try to tell them, man, this it's not worth it.
Right.
Not worth it.
Sheriff, we have some bad weather coming in,
Yes.
and do you want to do you have any words you want to say to any folk?
Yeah, I listened to Mick Nicholas this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be quite as bad. I think we're going to look out.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get some rain,
That's right.
but I don't believe it's going to be as bad as it was. They were
Mm-hmm.
predicting. I think it's going a little bit more east of us, northeast,
Mm-hmm.
uh, which is which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe we're going to dodge a bullet here, Jack. I think other than getting some rain,
Mm-hmm.
maybe if that thing would have entered the Gulf a little bit further south of end of Florida and had time to build up, it might have made a little difference. But we were lucky; it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of north end of Florida, and it just kind of skimmed a little bit of that Gulf. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they said this morning. Another little bit of rain. Hey, I want to tell you, are you aware of our app?
Nah, but you can go ahead and look. I
Hey, I'm
am.
gonna
I'm
plug
using
it because
it religiously now.
let me tell you, man. We got an app now that we came out with. Go
Uh-huh.
to Rapides Parish page,
Mm-hmm.
download that app. What's the name of it, Tom? Rapides Parish Sheriff from App Store. Rapides Parish Sheriff's
Awesome.
App Store. Go to the App Store, get it. It will alert you to weather alerts. Will beep and come in. You can look at things that are going on in the sheriff's office, the jails. It's very very informative. Very very informative. We have releases, pictures.
Uh-huh.
So if you send that out, I'm telling you, it's handy. I get alerts from Lake Charles all the time about weather.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They'll send them to your phone from through our system. So I want to encourage folks to download that. Go to the App Store and get it.
Okay. Yeah. So for everybody out there listening, I'm actually using. I'm following it in Grand Parish and in Rapides Parish there, Sheriff. So
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
Sheriff McCain I said the same thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's definitely. So all you have to do is get out there and go to the App
Yes,
Store on iPhone and the
yeah,
Google Play Store in the other environment and
yes,
download that RPSO or GPSO
yes, yes,
app. Yep.
yes,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
yes.
Yeah. Did you have any other than that, Sheriff? I see a bunch of questions. I know I wanted to talk with you about the this previous case, but I would encourage Chief Carline over there to go back over there and read these comments that are out there. And I know I can reach out to the sheriff's office and we could possibly schedule another one of these
Sure,
lives at a later
sure.
time and have a powwow on some of these other
Well,
questions.
Jack, I'm easy to get to. You
I
know
know
that.
it.
You reach out to me, and if I'm not doing anything, we'll rearrange something to get to you because I want the public. Look, we're not hiding anything. We're not
Mhm,
doing anything. I mean, we're here. We
mhm,
serve y'all. We serve the public. That's what we do.
mhm,
I am privileged enough to be able to do that,
mhm.
and so hey, I'm here for y'all.
Okay, well, we truly appreciate that, Sheriff Wood. And if that's it, I'm gonna go ahead and throw
Well,
my closing remarks right quick. Sheriff, again, we definitely want to say thank you for taking the time to come out over here and have a conversation with us this afternoon and addressing the critical issues that's impacting us here. To our UrbanCast family, uh, these conversations are only as strong as the voices in them. So please keep engaging. Drop your questions. Like and share this post. Let's keep pushing for a safer and stronger and more transparent community. In closing, I also want to, I can't say this enough. I truly am thankful for the incredible followers and supporters of UrbanCast. The 68,000 of you plus the other 30,000 that actually like it. We're bridging 100,000 people following us now. So I definitely have to say thank you for you guys and your commitment to following us. And I also want to say thank you to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. Sadler's Towings, Long's Products, Legendary Kung Fu and Tai Chi, and also our class of 2025 graduation sponsors. And we still have more videos to come out on that. And that's Attorney Tiffany Sanders, Sadler's Towing again, District Attorney Philip Terrell, and all of those who made that possible. Your support helps to make these conversations with our public officials possible. And for that, we over here at UrbanCast, we definitely want to say thank you, and thank you. Sheriff, if you could just hang in there real quickly, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, did you know Long's Products is a family-owned janitorial supply with mops, brooms, trash bags, and they even have food service disposables, carry-out plates, and to-goes? Check us out.